Listen, it's one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's not a big deal? What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind! Accidentally became the suspect in a murder! I see. That is quite the bind. Hello there, Quetzalcoatl. Not that we're in the least a bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. Your stream started lagging. Well, it's not on me because everything is working fine for me here. I think he hasn't been able to get his one phone call yet because this is Ablaze where they might not have that the same rights that they have in the US. So it's like, yeah, you're fucked. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has the world's largest source of trouble. He has been the world's largest source of trouble, the capital T. Hey! What kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy! If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, your... Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at this, at you through my headpiece. What's going on? And why are you beat red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Yes, pigs. Oh, wait, what? That's super weird. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Mask the second. Mask the second? Oh, hello there, Pixels.
What's wrong with this bullshit?
Only Larry can get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune that he struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Chiefer, we've identified the victim. Good work. I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lang...
What's wrong with Twitch?
Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bat. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Fancy meeting you here, Detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. With incredible dedication to the case, Detective Bat knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. His passion for this case hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bat, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share his info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bat. About the murder of the Masked II, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lai and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing the things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, the Damas II broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in his room. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai? He was bored looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess, it's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech, and that's when the Yatagarasu showed up. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats. For the guests who had claimed to sit had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show. Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai? Until the speech was to begin, each other member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof with one of his legs down the chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room. Larry, what the hell were you doing? Larry Bugs. You really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In that case, I believe it's high time I start my investigation. Yeah, because Larry. Excuse me. There are some weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow, and under that, I see a knife bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to Ablaze knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Kosher. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect these are the counterpart of the same thing. There. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, each fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an alabaster knife did find its way into Babal. But how? It's a steel samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for the thing! It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It just comes like you, like whoosh! When you hold it, you just want to live life like bam! You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although, it is just as Larry says. The spear is quite a symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight at your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced that the spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're staring up into the distance. Oh, I get it. I have to check one more thing, just real quick. Yeah, I thought so much. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one is mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? Oh, maybe I can shut him off if I show him a piece of evidence. We'll point out there's something off about this spear. I can spot absolutely no difference between this Primidoc statue and Babal's. The statue's face looks a bit like the costume hero you like very much. I only wonder why you Americans can have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry. Is it just me, or is this spear a bit bent? What? No way. It's exactly as it should be, yo. I have here an autograph that you brought to me for me earlier. Now, do you take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands? As you can see, the spear is clearly a quite different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry! When I hold the spear with my hands, I just feel... all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice I was spinning it around and BAM! It hit a wall. You! Unbelievable! This is an embassy! But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late at night. I'm just a useful hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip and I began a shadow fight with myself. Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning a spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that the moves as simple as spinning it around would cause it to be bent. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it a samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't just take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship is truly something special, Miles Edgeworth. That's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. Oh, come on, this is so annoying. I can't see anything. What's with this gaudy outfit? Don't you know about Mask the Mask? I just want to check if I can like minimize this window and get it to... Nope, I can't. A few months ago, this thief caused quite a lot of havoc on the populace. So, this thief is separate from the Atagarasu? I thought they were for a while, because their MO and their targets were different. The mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about the mask. That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Oh, this is so annoying. I have no idea what I'm looking at here, so... Well, there's a sword. No, wait, the sword is... here, maybe? Nope. Wait, there's not a single shred of fashion sense in the mask's costume. Well, at the very least, I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You do not know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's? The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought it'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in a fool's clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about three foolishes back, Francisco. Zabadi! Yes, Zabadi! It's so annoying, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna try to find, see if I can find a picture of this so I can actually see what's going on here. Because this is just dumb. No. I can't see anything. Yeah, blind playthroughs taken to a whole new level. That's right. Okay, I just need to see if I can find anything to like let me see this entire scene. And I can't. Can I do like this then? Nope. What is he holding? Looks like a piece of paper with a notepad. There we go. It would appear that the directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There is something written on the back as well. I'd like to steal the primitive statue in this room. What's that term supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who was the person that requested the theft of the primitive statue? Okay, so if that one is there, then it's like around here is the sword maybe? So, this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What do you expect? It's a steel samurai daddy's secondary weapon. Yes please, Pix, because I haven't been able to find one. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns into a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. Of course it is, Edgeworth. Keep telling yourself that. Thank you, Pix. That helps a lot. The owner of this sword is a Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving his innocence. And we have about, so the thing was, so the head is about here, I think. There we go. I thought the mask had quit the business. That guy, he was just a copycat using the name phony successor, which is another petty thief. His real identity is an out of work guy by the name of Kashino. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Mask the second. The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. That should be all of them. Now, Larry, anything you would like to tell us? Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I gotta ask you a few things too. What is it? It's like, both of you and him, how is it that you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Francie, what about the promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Yo! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the bugs. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Larry's Donim just now? It's Doc's name! Larry's Doc's name! Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No. You're all wrong.
By the way, wouldn't that X be silenced? It would be Don.
Maybe? It's been a very long time since I had French.
Well, you know, Bordeaux is spelled with an X at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. But Bordeaux is all, the X is also at the end. At the very end.
Yeah, but the names looks kind of tacked on.
I guess. Ah, whatever. Let's not harp on the details on that.
I guess, Kerr.
I gave up on the whole Larry business. Besides, when Banjolina left me and my heart was in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I think I could through this Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blabbering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as a Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of an actress who plays the Pink Princess. Oh, Larry. Oh, Larry. You got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy.
Wait, I missed that. I think I missed that. What did you say?
It's just that Larry is being the steel samurai to try to hook up with some girl. As usual. Not really. It's not that much as much as understood. But simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry. Let's see. I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute this murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I found it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy! How can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out the key to unlock your heart this time. So, I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. It's not always? Then whose fault is it? Well, Larry Butts is like at the center of a lot of them, but there's that. Okay, I get it. Just stop Franzi from whipping me from behind. So I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine, however. I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. Larry's chaos aura spreads. It's infectious. So, you will tell me exactly what you did, Larry? Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. Oh, a lot more! Confess. Now. Oh. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus! Santa Claus? I want to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. And, well, I couldn't go down the chimney with the smoke coming up right, so I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know! I did graduate from junior high, you know! Then you should also understand this. If Santa Claus was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud! Is that your attempt to imitate Santa Claus that has landed you as the prime suspect of this murder? Come on, man! What's wrong with pretending to be Santa Claus? Let's start with the fact that it will be the idiots of March in the matter of hours. Santa Claus only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Hey, wait a second. We're not in court. Larry, about the samurai spear that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Well, yes, apparently you did. And, well, I totally forgot about it and left behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard someone was killed. Shocked! Foolish, fool-looking, especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you. Who would believe